In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use Rive files in Framer. If you find this useful, consider subscribing and liking the video. Start in Rive by designing the animation you want to bring into Framer. Think of Rive as the place where motion and logic live together. Build clean artwork, create timelines or state animations, and then set up a state machine to control interactivity. State machines are how you expose inputs that Framer can later trigger. These inputs can be triggers for one-off transitions, numbers for driven values like progress or speed, and booleans for simple on-off states. A practical tip is to name each input clearly and consistently so you can identify them easily later. While still in Rive, use the preview panel to test how your state machine responds when you toggle inputs. That helps avoid surprises after export. When everything behaves as expected, export the file as a .riv runtime file. That .riv file contains both the art and the interactive logic you just created. Next, switch into Framer and install the official Rive plugin. Open your Framer project and head to the Plugins area, usually found in the sidebar or under the top menu. Search for Rive and install the official plugin. Installing the plugin connects Framer to the Rive runtime, so it can interpret the .riv file and expose the inputs you defined. If the plugin doesn't appear immediately, try restarting Framer to ensure it loads correctly. Once the plugin is installed, import your .riv file by dragging and dropping it directly onto the Framer canvas. The file will appear as a layer or component that you can position and resize like any other asset. Keep an eye on aspect ratio when resizing, and use the inspector to check any available properties. The Rive layer now contains your animations and state machine inputs ready to be controlled. To make your animation interactive without writing code, use Framer's interaction tools. Apply native interactions such as on-hover and on-click to the Rive layer, and configure them to fire the corresponding inputs from your state machine. For example, map an on-hover event to set a Boolean input. Use on-click to trigger a one-shot input, or connect a drag or scroll interaction to a numeric input for continuous control. Combine interactions thoughtfully and preview in Framer to confirm timing and transitions feel natural. Naming conventions and thorough testing in Rive before export will make this mapping process smooth. Follow these steps and you'll have rich, responsive Rive animations running inside Framer with no code required.